최고의 적은 적의 정점 이병렬. 10년 만에 결승 진출 꿈은 이루어지고 있습니다. 우승자는 아직 끝나지 않았습니다.
시즌에 우승을 할 것이라고 예측한 사람 많지 않았습니다.
Today's matchup, Dark, Ryung, Armani, Zoun, round of 20, Group C. Africa TV, Freak Up Studio, live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
Late into the evening we go. It is now time for the final best of three. Ryung versus Armani.
Yeah.
Long and dramatic series. It did conclude with Armani surviving, but only now to go up against Dark. As one player will be eliminated, the other goes on to the round of 10.
So, can Armani do it here? Can he upset Dark and advance to that next round?
That's the big question, Artosis.
It seems like a long shot. Like, Dark is very good ZVZ.
Yeah, I do feel like it's just hard to imagine a world where Armani is going to win 2 games against Dark, right? Dark is really good at ZVZ. You know, Zerg has been extremely strong for a long time in StarCraft. If you're going to become a champion, you have to be good at ZVZ. That's Dark.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good stuff, but...
That's good stuff, Tasteless.
That's great, Tasteless.
I see what you did there, Tasteless, but I got to tell you.
I like the way that you're talking, but zip the lip, because if you ask me before the season starts, who's more likely to win here, DRG over Rogue or Armani over Dark? I say Armani over Dark.
Really?
Yes.
I think you're crazy, Artosis. I think you've lost your mind.
You think DRG's more likely to beat Rogue than Armani is to beat Dark?
In a straitjacket, in a mental institution, banging your head on the wall right now. That's how crazy I think you are.
Well, that is Ryung and Armani's fault. But but no, really, he has a shot.
Okay. All right, guys, Hardwire. Let's see what happens.
I came for war.
Guangdong Freaks, Armani. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
Okay. ZVZ, here we go. It's going to be weird if, we've already lost Rogue and then Dark gets knocked out.
Yeah. That's like 2 of the most likely champions. I mean, if you look at the last few years of GSL, it's only been won by a handful of people, right?
Yeah.
Maru, Dark, Rogue, TY, and then like a random Cure victory.
Yeah.
So... No, that would be kind of insane. Like I said, Mario might win GSL tonight.
Could happen, dude. Could be the moment, man. Armani beats Dark, and then we just look, and it's just Mario with the trophy. He's kissing it. The G5L trophy.
Yeah.
There's confetti coming down. I'm like, we didn't install confetti in the studio today.
So, I feel like Armani is going to have something planned here, okay? Here's the biggest thing I'm looking for any game that opens up looking like this.
Yeah.
Who's going to make a bunch of lings after the third hatch?
One person has to make lings, the other one has to defend against them.
Yeah.
Who's going to take a third base?
Well, they both are with these builds. Like we're gonna see those thirds go down relatively soon, I would say, and then we get to see like, does anyone make more than 8 lings, basically?
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to see Armani do it, because like I mean, it feels to me like the person who makes the lings generally has a slight edge. You know, when we're talking about lings and banes, there's an attacker's advantage, right? Because you're close to your opponent's base, there's potential for damage there. Let's see. Baneling Nest on both sides. A little bit of micro there from Dark.
Yeah, we don't see any lings triggered just yet.
No.
Still drones on both sides. We could, in theory, just have them both keep making drones too.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
feels like it never happens, but it is possible.
That's true. 2 more lings for Dark. 2 more drones. A lot more drones. Okay, 4 lings for Armani, but we're still not up to levels that you can attack with. You see a big plume.
Couple more drones just now were made here for him as well. 6 lings for Dark. Does it go up?
Yeah, it needs to go a little bit higher than that if you want to attack. Another drone.
The layer starts over here for Armani.
Dude, they are droning. Look at that. They are just, no one's interested in the attack.
Right, gonna start chipping away at that Overlord.
That Queen's really getting out there, huh?
8 lings. Armor for the ground is gonna be upgraded. Nice catch here. Bit of an overextension here from Armani. I think he got kind of debated there. 12 more lings and the Roach Warren's coming. No layer here for Dark. Dark is going to go for the jugular Artosis.
Yeah. Hey, you know, he got you baited there, man. That was so far out.
Yeah.
That's like saying I baited you because there's an Overlord outside my natural. It's like, how far are we actually going to go with this Queen?
Well, also, if you're not going to be attacking at all, I'm like, should you really be out on the map like that? You know?
Yeah. Okay, Spire for Armani, but with the Carapace upgrade here for Dark, like he is going to be doing a massive Ling Bane Roach, right?
That's right.
So
now 14 Lings have been started here and 2 Banes as well here for Armani. But I think you're right, Artosis. I think that there's going to be a pretty good setup here for Armani to try to come in and do quite a bit of damage.
Well, yeah, Armani is making a lot of Lings and Banes. Like, can he keep the action on Dark side until he has Mutas? I don't think so. Oh, that would have been a sick explosion. Okay, pretty decent. Now, here comes Dark's Roaches. Spire not done. Third base has to be given up. Like, he needs to make Mass Spine his natural right now. Or like a minute ago. Not a minute ago, but like a little bit ago.
Maybe 45 seconds ago.
Yeah. 30 seconds ago, maybe, Tasteless?
Sorry, guys. I really jumped the gun there.
Yeah. Minute? Oh, that was... why do I... Oh, it's so hyperbolic.
I know. You're just... It's always too much, Artosis.
I know.
All right, here we go. Big attack inbound here. Spire is going to finish. But Muta is only just now started here. Okay.
Now, here goes Dark. Let's see what he gets done. Okay, he's going to dive on the third.
Yeah,
he's droning at home. Okay.
Kind of funny to see these surrounds attempted on these Roaches here. All right, so 1 hatch goes down. This is going to force Armani on 2 bases.
I don't mind this for Armani.
I don't think it's terrible, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I expected this to be a little bit more decisive from Dark, but it seems like he did get slowed enough. I thought he was going to be there in time to actually do something. Like one of these games where you see like Roaches in 2 different locations killing some drones, then it's like, okay, what's the drone count? But now Armani is going to have a serious amount of mutas coming across the map. Complete map control, remakes a third. These mutas going to be very, very useful. How many does he have? 9 with 4 more on the way. Not bad.
Yeah. So he's heavily committed. The Roaches can still generate threats of a counterattack, which forces the mutas to stay back and defend for that.
Yeah, good defense. Clearing these Overlords as well. I like to see it. And eventually he's going to feel like he can bring his mutas together.
All right, so We are now at the point here where the third is going to be remade. I think that Dark really leveraged this very well. The Mutos haven't really done much damage. It's going to be a double expo for Armani. But, you know.
Oh. If it's a double expo, is he just going to go directly into Lurker, do you think?
I guess so.
Because you can't go pure Hydra or something. Like, he's making a Hydra stand, it has to be, right?
Well, I think for Dark, he's going to go Hydra. I think he's just going to mask them up and try to push out here. And this is going to be basically like a 1-2 punch to where he's going to kill him with that.
And there is the Lurker Den for Armani, so that is,
now, can he get there just before? Maybe.
Yeah, this is hard to call, actually. Like, we don't know when Dark is going to move out, right? He's getting some upgrades here. Probably right before Roach Speed and Hydra range. The Mutas seem to be doing a good job buying time. If you get a decent amount of Lurkers out, you're pretty good.
Well,
look, if he actually, like, look, he's making 8 Hydras. If he makes 8 Lurkers, I like this game for Armani, even though he's, like, just catching up in drones now. Like, he's got better tech, you know? The Mutas are still super useful.
Yeah. Looks like he's not going to kill the hatchery.
Oh, yeah.
Bad, yeah.
It was a good choice to not try.
Nice Ling run by. A lot of drones going to be killed here.
Yeah, not bad. Ooh, swipes back in and gets the hatch. Does lose some Mutas there for sure. Do we see the counterattack? Yeah. 8 Lurkers. Let's see what we can do with those. And I don't think there's any Ravagers, right? It's just Roach Hydra.
Okay. Roach is coming up again.
Got to give up the 4th. That's okay.
Yeah. Again, you know, it's not like Dark has well, I think he's going to lose his 4th in a second, I should say here. I'm sorry. No, Dark's going to lose his 4th here. Can he push any further in here? I don't think so. Not with the Lurkers.
Yeah, this army
so
is...
this gets cleaned up. Kind of even footing. Can he actually wrap around this side and then just bust in? I mean, the Lurkers are not in a very good spot.
Oh. You know what? Yeah.
He could just run into the main? Or is he really going to try to kill the third?
That's a really good move. Yeah, it seems like Armani is so busy doing his attack that he was not prepared for this. And this
I'm
is
kind of shocked
such a good
this
move.
is actually how this game's going to go down. Because I think that this is going to be game ending here. Oh, God, especially if Hydras are just going to gun down the Mutas as they return back. All right, so game 1.
Oh, wow.
Going to go to Armani here.
Look, or to Dark, you mean?
Sorry, Dark, excuse me.
Well, Armani is going to pop out one Swarm Host here. This is the Zerg pheromone release equivalent of speaking to each other.
Yes.
He's showing his stomach to Dark, who is the superior Zerg.
GG. Dark takes game 1. Could have gone on longer, but you got to respect that angle they can come in there at. Frustrating day here for Armani.
Yeah, that was purely out positioning Armani, and just very quickly it happened. That's too bad because if he just has slightly better positioning there, I think he's actually good. Like, Dark didn't have anything else going on. His 4th got killed off immediately. There was still more attacks going on by Armani. I mean, Armani had potential to bring back his units too to flank. Like, but he decided to keep going, and then Dark just kind of walked around everything. That happens sometimes.
It does.
That can be a painful loss because you look at that and you're like, well, it literally doesn't matter how good you get. Occasionally, you're going to lose a game like that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's hard to do everything at once, right? I mean, that is a challenge of StarCraft. 2,000 atmospheres is where we go for game 2. Can Armani pull this back, or is Dark going to close another one out? We're going to find out, man. Our map is now loading up. Again, the loser is out of the GSL. The winner goes on to the next step into the round of 10.
I came for war.
Guangdong Freaks, Armani. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
He's got to be feeling good about that because he took a bunch of bad positions and worked through it and got the victory.
Yeah.
You know? Games like that, it's funny because you look at it in one direction, you can say, wow, I actually kind of got out-strategized, and then I tactically won anyways, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes games are won with just a little tactic, you know. That's true for a lot of StarCraft games, is like they over-defend the third, so you just go to the natural.
And I find that a tactical victory like what Dark just pulled off is, I think, very rewarding for a player because it's like its basis is in like fundamentals.
Yeah.
Whereas strategies can get kind of complex and you're going back and forth and who's getting the edge and stuff, and it's like, okay, sometimes you're just going to end up on the wrong side of that no matter what. Yeah. Whereas tactically with the game going on, it's like, oh yeah, no, I just kind of like saw this moment and took it and bam.
Yeah, you see this opportunity. I mean, because it's like an if this then that situation. So he gets up there, he has the counterattack going. He gets up, he says, okay, there's lurkers. Well, there's one more step we want to do before we turn back. And that step is, let's just see if he's also not protecting the natural. And then he's not, and he goes, oh, yeah, we'll just run in. Then you win that way. And it's always important to have those kind of things built into your play. Where it's not just about the counterattack, it's about, okay, well, let's analyze a few more steps here and not just give up because we saw lurkers and run back home and make a fourth. Because if there is an opportunity there and we seize it, and it might be a matter of seconds, but if we do it, we won the game. Yeah. And you're right; those are extremely rewarding games.
So I think for Armani that shouldn't hurt his confidence. You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he did get outplayed in that way, but he did a lot of outplaying that game as well.
Sure.
Like that was a solid game. Not unhappy with that game at all, Tasteless. I was a little bit unhappy with some of the Ryung Armani games, but that was a solid one. ZVZ really is the best matchup.
Now we know. 14 links being made here. Dark gonna pull the trigger. So far, Armani, focused on development, is gonna have to brace for impact.
Yeah, this is what we were looking for in that last game. That is a lot of Zerglings that are going to be coming across the map. Baneling nests on both sides. Okay, Armani's making lings now. But is he going to be able to actually defend the hatchery? All right, Queen's walking out. Yeah, you do not want to lose this hatchery. You are just strictly behind at that point.
Yeah. Nice targeting on that one Bane. A little bit premature with the morph there. Baneling's about to finish. Barely backs away. Still 3 queens. That's a lot.
That's a solid hold. That is a solid hold. And now he's got enough lings. He may want to move across the map.
Yeah, there's still lings being made right now for Dark. Is he going to go back into drones? He's going to try to set up another tactic here. This time, trying to punish the fact that there's 2 positions that have to be defended here. Okay, he comes in again. You know, the creep, I think it's connected. Yeah, it is. Dude, he gets the hatch.
Yeah, that's a bit painful.
Yeah, and this third hatch is going to be completely fine. Oh, hold on, more lings are going to come down. Yeah,
right. It's completely fine. There's some Banes here for Dark. Oof. Okay, where do you go as Armani? Like, he's remaking the hatch, but your opponent just has more production than you. Goes for a Roach Warren. +1 is on the way. Okay. Yeah, but Dark is going Roach Warren. Like, if you know your opponent is going to go, like, Roach, Ling, Bane type of all-in.
Yeah, on 2 base.
And you just make Roaches and you have the 3 hatches against...
You'll just have more. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah. And a lot of what Armani would probably be looking to do there is to pick off Banelings, right?
Can he actually kill this with the second one?
No.
What about the third one, Artosis?
Not quite.
What about the fourth? Okay, never mind.
They had been a little bit quicker.
A lot of Banes coming here. Oh!
Okay. Oh, that wasn't right.
I mean, I think this is just going to end, right? I mean, with this many more Lings and Roaches coming out.
I think it's actually going to stabilize first.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think what's going to happen here is it'll stabilize, and then Dark is going to, in like 2 minutes here, pull way ahead.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, drones are only just now starting to mine over at that new base, where Dark has been, you know, harvesting minerals for a while now.
Yeah, Armani is popping up that drone count as hard as he can right now. Trying to get ahead, but notice how Dark is just very consistent on this Roach production. Look at the army supply.
Yeah.
Dark starts to pull ahead. It's like, yeah, he's down 10 workers, but he literally is up 20 army supply.
This is not a game where you want to wait for the 4th base. You want to actually come in and flatten the 3rd. You want to really take advantage of this. A couple Banes kill some drones, but the problem is I think there was already enough minerals mined to have a substantially stronger army. And when the Banes can come in here and blindside this from the side, I think it's going to be brutal, man.
Can Dark attack right this second?
I'm not sure. He does seem to be a bit disjointed.
Yeah, I think Armani's defense is solid here, just for this moment. Now let's see, the Baneling's coming up. Okay, kind of an interesting hit with that. Gets rid of the Morphing Spines.
Yeah, he is starting to overpower with these Roaches. More Lings are going to come down here to basically tank.
Getting some decent hits. The Queens have come down as well, though. We are very close to Armani's hatches. Here comes some more Lings for flanking.
Yeah, I think he actually might have enough to drive this out.
Yeah, just barely, it seems.
18 more Lings coming. 8 Roaches about to hatch over here. Got to be careful not to overextend.
Yeah. It felt like just slightly premature there for Dark.
Well,
and
I also think it was too fancy, the setup. He had these Banes all the way on the side.
Yeah.
Just got shot down by Queens, where I think really what you want to do is like just keep your army together.
Yeah.
And you're going to win this fight.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. And like the... Yeah, it
So
felt
Armani
like
survives.
he needed to get everything together and hit all at once because he did have a decent army supply advantage, but
Right.
that ends up not working out for him. So he's going to re-catch up in workers. Armani, though, getting pretty massively ahead in upgrades. He's going to be up 2 attack upgrades here very shortly.
Nidus network here for Armani.
Okay.
Interesting. Now, I don't know if that we're going to see too much more aggression from Dark just yet, but this Nidus could really throw him off.
Do you think you go for Nidus in the main or outside the 3rd?
Maybe outside the 3rd.
Yeah, I think you just get it down as a rally because like the +2 against +0 is amazing. Because he's got twice as many Roaches. Armani's just going to walk away with this.
Yeah, we're going to go to game 3.
Right?
I think so, man. I mean, I think Dark really squandered his opportunity by not engaging
He blundered
correctly.
that, yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Doesn't even need the Nidus. +2 going to be a bit brutal here.
Here it is, Nidus in the main.
Another Nidus going up as a rally.
The Ling's going to come in here and surround this.
Okay. Is
Not
Armani
bad.
now getting too fancy?
Yeah, well, I guess the answer is no. GG, Armani takes that game. We're going to game 3.
1-1.
All right, dude. Armani did it. He took a game off of Dark. He can do one. He could do another.
If Dark loses here, I think that him and Rogue should go on vacation together.
I think so, man.
Yeah.
They take a long break and come back for GSL Season 3 with a fresh start, man.
Go down to Jeju.
That's right.
Share a bottle of soju. Talk about the Zerg players that don't have...
Yeah. Wade into the water with a T-shirt on, Korean beach style.
Yep.
Man, Dark really did have that game. Again, I don't know why the Baneling flank was set up the way it was. I don't think that is a complicated ending you have to have there.
Yeah.
You just have enough Roaches. You killed their 3rd. But, you know, there you have it, man. We're going to go to Berlingrad for map 3.
All right, let's see. Can Armani make another huge upset in this season?
Could happen, man. And with Rogue already out of the picture, imagine a GSL with now Rogue and Dark. Let's see if
Wild.
that's what we get. Let's go.
I came for war.
Guangdong Freaks, Armani. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
Ah, look at this. Cool first for Dark.
You know, we talk about Dark cheesing a lot in best of fives. I'll have like one game where he does cheese. Quick
This
pull here.
But okay, this definitely could be a cheese, but it also might actually be just a slightly slower hatch, like that's defensive. Like if this was a 12 pool from Armani, he would crush, right?
Sure.
Let's see what he does.
So the pool's just now started for Armani.
Yeah, there's his hatch. Is the hatch not, I mean, it's behind, but not that far behind. You get a quicker queen.
Right. He's not going to know this is coming just yet. 6 slings have started. No drone or anything like that out on the map. And the first queen in the game is going to be made here on Dark side. Now again, that pool is not finished yet, but it can be tempting to squeeze out an extra drone or two. So let's see how this goes. The Overlord's going to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Sound the alarms as this rush is inbound.
Yeah. It's not the quickest sling, so he's going to know that it's not the... Like, he's not probably afraid of losing that base right now. But Dark is still mining gas, so it looks like he wants to add a Baneling nest. His speed is just slightly ahead. But multiple queens coming out.
Now he's going for the... does not get the surround on the egg.
Try, though.
Oh, man. Baneling's nest starting here. It's about 50% complete. Ling's speed is ahead here for Dark, as would make sense. I mean, he got all of his tech stuff earlier. But Armani seems to be okay. He is up 5 workers. I mean, really, you need to do some degree of damage with this rush, or you're just going to be playing from behind.
Armani's doing pretty good. Like, I like this chase. This tells me that he knows that Banelings are a real possibility.
Yeah,
here.
you can't morph them if they're being pursued like this.
Now his couple Lings that run in, see what's going on.
He starts the Banes.
Yeah.
More Lings come down.
No spine has been started for Armani. One spine would make a huge difference
Yeah,
here.
one spine is having that kind of static defense.
He's going to have to pull back to his ramp.
More Lings started.
This is...
The last Baneling hatches. All right, he's coming through. Again, the Banelings want to connect onto the Lings.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Hey.
One more Bane, one more Bane.
That's big. That one Bane coming in, a big problem.
Yep, he surrounds the Queen. And he gets it anyways.
Oh.
Nicely done. I think Dark is going to move on.
Yeah, it really looks that way right now. More Lings coming down, trying to hold on. They're at similar drone counts. No queens right now for Armani, unfortunately. No real static D. I think this is just about it.
Yeah, that's going to be game.
Yeah. That is that.
Tell you, man, Dark knows how to really get in your face. GG, Dark does move on.
Yeah.
We got at least one Zerg Legend advancing to the round of 10.
Yeah, pulls the trigger there, does a very aggressive build. Out-micros Armani. Armani did not take it seriously enough. And congratulations to Dark.
Yeah.
This is the 20th time in a row that he's gone to the round of 16 or higher. That is 2 parting awards in a row back-to-back.
That's crazy.
So that is some scary consistency right there.
Armani, look, he's good. He's just not consistent in his play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he could, if he made a spine, he would have survived that. If he had lurkers at his entrance,
He
at
had
least
pulled
that
back
game
to
one.
the ramp, maybe? Yeah, no, yeah, the lurker thing from game 2 or whatever. It was,
Yeah.
Or game 1, yeah.
Game 1.
He put up a good showing tonight, though. Armani did well.
Yeah, it was good. Just not, round of 10 quality. Guys, we're going to go to an interview now with Dark, see how he's feeling. He has advanced to the round of 10 of the GSL.
Dark defeats Armani in the final match, and he moves on to round of 10 as the second place of the group. Congratulations. Thank you. Wow, Dark, you have made it to the round of 10 two consecutive times now. How do you feel? Honestly speaking, I don't think this group was should have been this hard to go through, and it was really hard for me today. But I feel really happy. The second game, you destroyed the opponent's triple base, but then the opponent made a comeback and you lost the game. That's right. So I destroyed the triple base, and I thought I had the upper hand, definitely. But honestly, I didn't want to go to the third game because it's Berlingrad in the third game, and it's like the maps are like rock, paper, scissors, and I knew that I have a disadvantage in the third game. But that's right, so in the third game, you exploited when the enemy predicted the least, and you were able to get that game. Alright, let's talk about the winners match. And in the first game, you were able to come up very big in a fight. But then the second game could have been a little bit disappointing for you. So it might have made you angry a bit. And in the third game, the Ravagers and the Zerglings were disrupted by Zoun's disruptors. In the second game, you know, I was in a very bad situation. And in the third game, you know, my decisions were poor, my decision making was poor, and that led to my loss. I think I thought too much in the third game. So Zoun, did you think that you would ever lose to Zoun? Like usually I wouldn't have that much confidence against him, but today I did have confidence. In GSL Nautilus, you showed solid performance to defeat Ryung. And Dark, you mentioned that in GSL Nautilus, if the Zerg and the Terran are placed vertically or horizontally, it's very bad for the Zerg, you said. But you know, I was very fortunate because we were situated diagonally. So the Terran kept trying to grab a jackpot with the Widowmine drop, but he failed to do so. So were you never threatened by the Terran in that matchup? In a match against Ryung, yes. I mean, he was better than I expected, so I was a little bit startled, but I also made a thorough preparation, so I was able to overcome it. As a seeded member of Group C, you managed to move on to round of 10. So over the past few days, we got to see some very big upsets. Like Zest got eliminated and Ro got eliminated. So how did you watch the GSL so far? Well, I saw Rogue's match. He went to the final match. And then he lost the paper scissors rock with the builds. A very unfortunate loss indeed. But you know, I think it's good for me because he's my nemesis. So I do want to ask a few questions to him. So Rogue has left, but Su came back. And after being discharged from the military, he's gained pretty good form. And he's managed to move on to the 22nd Code S. And if you underestimate him, I think you might be taken aback by his performance. So what does Su mean to you, Dark? What does his existence mean to you? You know, he's a really stellar ZVZ player. And players who come back from the military, they tend to move on to round of 4 pretty easily. So I think Su's going to be pretty big this season. So Dark, you showed very good performance last season, and this time you actually complimented Hero about his play. You said that he puts on a very irritating performance with the Protoss. So what was that about? I actually said much worse things in the interview, but that was edited out. But whenever I go against Hero, it's always frustrating to play against him. And he's just good, he's just playing good. I mean, if there are no upsets, I think Hero might eventually actually lift the trophy for this season. You know, if I give him lots of compliments, he might get eliminated. So that's why I'm trying to compliment him a lot. So Dark, before you move on to round of 10, anything you want to say? Well, today I definitely got to go through some hell. In the next round, I hope to put on a better performance and hopefully move on to the finals to lift the trophy. Once again, congratulations, Dark. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. All right, guys, that's our show for the night. We're going to be back on Thursday with more GSL, but for the sake of summary, here's how the games went down. Zoun and Dark did advance. It wasn't in the order I expected it to be, but look, I mean, this is kind of, this all makes sense, right? I mean, not a lot of major surprises. I didn't anticipate Zoun beating Dark, but it's not the craziest thing in the world either.
No, certainly. He actually has a pretty good record against Dark already. Maybe just stylistically he's doing well against him. Ryung, a little bit disappointing in the games tonight. I would have really liked to see him against Zoun. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. And Armani, I think he played solid tonight.
He looked very good.
Like, there was definitely some issues late game against Ryung in that one game. But other than that, I think very solid games. Well done. Some tough losses in there, and maybe next season.
Till next time, man. Up on Thursday. This is going to be a fun one, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Trap, Astra, Cure, Ragnarok.
Yeah. Very excited to see this. Trap, let's see what he can do against the North American legend in Estrella.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see Estrella get through this group. That would be amazing. But that is a very tough group.
He's a
Kira's in great form. Trap is always amazing. And Ragnarok is dangerous as hell, man.
He really is. Yeah, I look forward to that. And, you know, by Season 3, we should have more foreigners, more non-Koreans in the GSL, which will be good, too.
Yeah, I would love to see more of that.
Yeah, me too.
As they come back over and try to participate. It would be amazing to have, like, a very foreigner-heavy season.
Yeah. That would be very much welcomed. And other than that, I don't have much else to say. Good job, Bartosis. It's good to have you back.
Oh, it's excellent to be back. I'm so happy to be out of my house.
Yeah, 7 days, you said, stuck inside?
Stuck inside, yeah.
Damn, it's brutal, man.
And I had nothing to do for like 4 days after that, so like I've just been sitting around.
He's been hanging out waiting for the studio work to pick up.
Yeah.
Well, we should be here for every other day of GSL. Special thanks to State for filling in. And that's all the time we have. We love you guys. See you Thursday. Bye-bye.
'22 GSL Season 2.